Hey everyone, it's Allie and welcome to my channel, and today we are opening up the last 50 pounds from my ThredUp 200 pound mixed clothing rescue box order. Alright, so we've made it, you guys. If you have watched all the videos in the series so far, thank you so much. So I ordered 200 pounds of clothing from ThredUp when they were having a big sale recently. So normally the 200 pounds are $400 plus shipping and tax, but I was able to get 200 pounds of clothing for only $310 total. The order comes in 4 50-pound boxes, so it makes it very easy to do 4 different videos, 1 video per box. And when I'm going through these items, I'm pulling out things that I'm gonna sell. Some items I will take to the women's shelter, some items I will automatically donate, some I will put aside for myself or for family members. And then there have been a lot of items that I have put aside to take to Plato's Closet. I will do a whole other video, although not right after this one, where I will focus on all those Plato's items. I'll take them to Plato's and I'll see how much I was able to get for the stuff. But alright, I've got another big box. All of these boxes have been stuffed full. Very eager to get into it and hoping that the last will be the best. First up, we have a little white sweater vest, and this is from A New Day and it's a size small. Definitely a very oversized size small, but it is very cute and I do like to sell the sweater vests. They do well on Depop as well as Poshmark, and even though this is just a Target brand, I think because of the style and especially with us kind of going into the season where sweater vests are pretty appropriate, I'm very happy to list this. I'll probably just list it for like $18 and really take any offer. Now we have a little flannel from Denim & Company, and this is a size medium. It is very cute, and I honestly will probably look this up just because it is such a good fall staple. Also, it would be a great candidate to give to someone that I know. So I'll look into that. That's not a brand that I really ever pick up at the thrift store, but that might be worth listing. We've got New with Tag Forever 21. It is a size small, and it's just a purple long sleeve crop top giving like Jasmine from Aladdin vibes. This originally retailed for $25, and this is like the perfect thing I think to take to Plato's just because it is new with tags. And if I could get a quick $2 or $3, I don't even know what they pay anymore, from items like this, I'll be very happy. Now we have this little sweater from Design Lab, which I think I have sold before. I'm pretty sure it is a decent brand. This one is a size small, so not like the best size ever to sell. And items like this, because it is only acrylic and polyester, these are the types of things that I'll kind of think about. I'll see how many items I do end up listing at the end of these 4 boxes, at the end of this box, and that will be a definite maybe depending on how much stuff I have. Okay, I'm guessing that this is good old LuLaRoe, and it is. I know I said it in the last video because I got some LuLaRoe in there too, but there are certain patterns I think that are sought after, but I am not gonna deal with it at all. This one is kind of cute, like for Christmas time, so that is gonna go, I think, to just Goodwill. And now we have some more LuLaRoe. Don't even have to look at the tag. This is very interesting. I don't know who is looking for leggings with squirrels on them, but if you are, come to the Goodwill in Summerville, South Carolina. Got a nice unbranded, very bright pink polyester top. That will be donated. And now we have a jumpsuit, actually. Pretty pink color, and it has like a bow detail. Does feel like it is pretty good quality. So this brand is Here Comes the Sun, and it actually has an Australian size, which is a good sign. Absolutely will go ahead and look this up, but everything that I've ever found that has Australian sizing has been worth listing. Real cute boho kind of skirt, and I don't even care that much about the brand when I find pieces like this because a lot of times they are 100% cotton and just very cute. This one is from Me, which is a Francesca's brand. It is an extra small, so that's not ideal, but I am still going to go ahead and list this because it is just a classic boho kind of skirt. Okay, this is actually really good. I'm not going to be able to show you the tag because it just totally blends in, but this brand is called Foxy Kind, and this is a beautiful dark green sweatshirt. I'm going to hold myself back. I would love to keep this, but I know I can get a pretty good amount of money for this. I sold this just basic pair of black bike shorts for $30. And pretty quickly as well, I remember they had a lot of interest. So I'm definitely thinking that a much more substantial piece like this could actually bring in maybe like $50, $75. So very excited about that, and I'm not seeing any flaws. We've got a New with Tag little sweater vest. This is from BP, size medium. medium. Now I definitely could take this to Plato's and I think that they would take it since it's new with tags. It originally retailed for $35, but I think I will go ahead and list this. A plain blue long sleeve top. Looks like it's pretty old from Style & Co, size small. Definitely feels decent quality, probably 100% cotton, but just not substantial enough for me to list. But that is a good candidate for the women's shelter. Okay, we've got some Yummy by Heather Thompson, just black leggings. And these are a size extra large. I am pretty picky with leggings just because I always get so many in these boxes and a lot of times they sit forever. But I'm pretty sure that these will be worth listing. Great size. A lot of people are looking for black leggings, and I think that that brand does sell okay. I'm not familiar with this brand, but I can tell already that it will be worth listing. I think it's I stole my boyfriend's shirt, made in the USA. Very cute tie-dye. It has like an embroidered smiley face on there. Thankfully, it's in great shape. And I feel like I always get random brands like this in these boxes because maybe a lot of people don't know about them. Same with that Foxy kind sweatshirt. So they end up not being listed maybe on ThredUp, or nobody really knows to search for them on there. There's really a lot of different situations that could happen for an item to end up in one of these boxes. But yeah, you always get these kind of more obscure brands, but people who know them are looking for them, obviously. And something like this, maybe it was really expensive originally and someone's looking for a deal on Poshmark, eBay, whatever. So I actually love getting these kind of random brands in these boxes. Like this too, I'm not familiar with this brand Adora, but it feels high quality. It is a size small, it is a long line open cardigan, and it has some really, really cool detail. It's got some fringe on the bottom. So no matter what the brand is, I would definitely go ahead and list this. I love listing anything that's very boho, colorful, and I really love to sell open cardigans. Oh my gosh, guys, I am very, very pleased with this box. This is adorable as well. This is like vintage Forever 21, size medium. It's really, really cute. It has this embroidery all over the front and the back. So I think style-wise, that will definitely sell. Got another open cardigan. This is from Bar 3, which I really never sell, but it is 30% wool. And it is just a great classic cardigan. Kind of gives the houndstooth vibe. Yeah, I really never list that brand, but I think I will list that. Now we've got some pajama jeans. Just some white, like, comfy jean-like pants. I think I'll just donate those. All right, we've got some Blank NYC jeans. These are the Howard cut and they're a size 25. Blank NYC is expensive. It doesn't always sell the best, but this does seem to be a pretty good cut of jean, and I actually have not sold hardly any of their jeans before. I more often find their jackets. So I'll look into these, but I think I probably will end up listing them. I just won't expect them to sell very fast. Got some more LuLaRoe. It looks like these have houses all over them, so donate. Got a little vest here from Ex Officio. It is a size extra large. I will look it up. It is a pretty color green, but probably will be a women's shelter. Got some trousers from Forever 21. They are a wider leg. They are size small though, and I don't really love to sell this style of clothing, so I think I will just take to Plato's and hopefully get quick few bucks. Old Navy, size large. It is very cute, but I am quite picky with Old Navy these days. I actually really like to sell their activewear, but I feel like it's just one of those brands that is very, very oversaturated. And this one is from 2015. So I think I will just go ahead and do women's shelter on that one. The Limited, size small. Oh, this is 50% merino wool. So the Limited is not a brand that I often pick up, but I don't know. This does feel like it was shrunk a little bit, but it doesn't really look that small for a small, so I'll look into that one, but I might have to pass if it is shrunk. We've got some H&M, size medium. This is extremely comfortable, but it is a very basic top. I might try that one on, we'll see. Next up we have a little leopard tank, cheetah print tank from Socialite, size medium. These little boutique-y tanks I just find are not usually worth it, so just gonna do women's shelter. Oh my, this is interesting. So it is a cropped sweatshirt. It says "not of this world," and then the back has a little bit of a scandalous picture on it. And this is from Boys Lie. It's one size, and it definitely gives the vibe of something that probably was very expensive. Now we've got another piece that just feels very good. The tag looks nice. This is from The Range, and it's a size large. It does feel a bit smaller than a large, but it is a very stretchy, ribbed button front, like cropped cardigan. Really good basic, kind of gives like Reformation vibes. So another one that I'm not familiar with, but just based on me reselling for a long time, I do feel like that probably was very expensive. Okay, Nation Limited, size small. It's like a thin long sleeve sweater with stars all over it, so it would have been good for 4th of July. Definitely a little bit of wear on this, and it is a little bit old, so I'll look it up, but probably will list, just not very high. Next, we've got some very pink leggings by 90 Degree by Reflex, size small. I might just throw those in the Play-Dohs pile just to see if they'll take them, and if not, I'll just donate them. Find Me Now. Some of these brands have very, very interesting names. It is just a little top, but I am seeing, it must be a skirt. I thought it was a tube top, but I think this is a skirt, and then I always forget the names of these, but you just like put your arms through like the dancers. So I'll look this up because it is always nice to have a complete set. Okay, we've got another brand that I'm not familiar with, but just looks good. It's called Public School New York, and I guess it's just a simple gray long sleeve dress. It says made in Vietnam, 52% cotton and 48% rayon, so I'll look into it. Got a new with tag little t-shirt, originally retailed for $28. It says in my Nutcracker era, and then on the back it just says attitude. I could put this in my Christmas bin. I do list year round aside from Christmas stuff that I hold off on listing until about October. But since it only retailed for $28, I think I'd rather just give it to Goodwill. Play-Dohs unfortunately would not take it since we are still a ways away from Christmas. Lucky Brand, size small. I do like to sell certain Lucky Brand pieces, but this unfortunately is just not substantial enough, so I will take that to Play-Dohs. Okay, we've got something big and thick, which is not always the best thing in these boxes since it is by space pretty much. So it's from Hem and Thread, and it is one size. It's like a pink fluffy robe, I guess. It only retailed for $45, so not the best, but I'll look it up. I have so much stuff to look up, and I swear guys, I do know about certain brands, but there's so many brands out there. I'm always learning so much from these boxes. This is another one I don't know though. It is, I guess, Joe & Co. Size small, but it does feel like it could be a good piece. Just a cropped green quarter zip, some little black shorts from Pacific Trail. These might be worth listing. They are just a good quality basic short. If I didn't have like 5 pairs of black shorts, I would just go ahead and keep these for myself, but they do feel like they're in great shape. Don't really feel like they were worn too much at all, and they do have a good inseam. So maybe I'll actually trade out one of my pairs of black shorts that are not as good for these. I've convinced myself. Now we've got a good basic, a ribbed turtleneck from Gap, size small. I'll think on that. Sometimes with these boxes you find like multiples of the same thing in different colors, so if I got some other turtlenecks that were very similar, I would definitely bundle those together. Oh man, now we have real vintage Forever 21. Might put this on Depop. It's like this open knit long tank. It is very good for like festival season, I guess. Good thing about stuff like that too is it doesn't really take up any space in storage. Uniqlo, size medium. It is a comfy, slightly cropped gray crew neck. Feels like it really was not worn too much at all. There's so much stuff in this box that I'm like, oh, I could list it, but I also could just take it to Play-Dohs and get the quick money. I don't know, I'll have to think about this. It is a cotton and polyester blend. It might just be a little bit too basic, but then sometimes I feel like people do like going on Poshmark for good basics. I do really like these. They are unbranded though, but they're a really cute, like wider leg gingham pant. They do feel like they're probably a little bit see-through, so that's the bad thing. I'm guessing that these did come from Amazon originally. Another one I might see if I can fit into, but they seem like they're probably about a medium. Okay, we've got another Gap sweater, size extra small, a bit boxy, oversized, green striped. For sure we'll list this. Yeah, and it's 100% cotton as well, so those Gap sweaters I do like to list. This is Belle, size extra extra small. Does feel a little bit big for an extra extra small, and it is a beautiful color. It's a long sleeve hooded top, so I'll look that one up. It does feel like a pretty quality piece, and this is actually pretty good. It's an Old Navy trench coat, size extra large. I don't always love to sell trench coats, but this is such a timeless classic piece. Decent brand being Old Navy, great size, and I have done pretty well actually with Old Navy outerwear, so absolutely absolutely will list that. Guys, if every box was like this, it would be really great. This feels like good quality too. If I could find the information. Okay, I'm not finding a tag right now, but this does feel really good quality, so hopefully I can figure out where this is from. But it's like a really boxy, almost like poncho style turtleneck sweater. Oh, and it's from Shein. I found the interior tag. So I am shocked that that is from Shein, but I am just gonna go ahead and take it to Plato's. This is from Gap Fit, and it is a size extra, extra large. It is pretty worn, so I think I am just gonna go ahead and donate that. Okay, Sundry, size 2. This brand doesn't do as well as it used to, but I'll definitely list it since I have it. And it's just like a casual pair of lounge type of pants. Maybe they are technically pajama bottoms. They are polka dot, so that's pretty fun. Better Together, size extra small. Not familiar with this brand, but this feels extremely comfortable and like it was never worn. So I'm very excited to look this up, but I do think a few people in my family probably would like this, so it might go into my thrifted Christmas present pile. Okay, something like this actually could sell quite well. We'll see, but there's no brand on there. This feels very high quality. So very excited to look into this, but there is no brand, I don't think. Ooh, okay, interior tag, that's a good sign. So thankfully it does give a brand name, which I'm not even gonna try to pronounce. And it does say that it is a size large. So very excited to look into this. My pile of stuff that I need to look up / I know I'm selling is huge. So this by far has been the best box. That's amazing that it worked out like that, because it just would have been very sad if like we had ended with the first box, which was full of Shein if you did not see that video. But here's another thing that just feels very high quality and is perfect for fall and winter if I could figure it out. Okay, so it's just from Old Navy. It's a medium large, but it is like this really cute Christmassy shawl type of piece. Feels like it could be a wool blend. I don't know. I'll have to look for the tag later, but that's absolutely gonna go into my Christmas bin. Another new to me brand. This is Aria, size medium. It does say designed in the USA, so maybe could be good. Feels okay quality. Got some jeans from Fashion Nova. They are like the barrel leg cut, which is very trendy, but I don't really do very well with Fashion Nova. And these are a size 7, so I think I am just gonna go ahead and take them to Plato's, but I'm pretty confident that they will take them since they are a very trendy style. New with tag basic from Old Navy, size medium. This actually might be a men's. Might be good for someone in the family. Unbranded, short sleeve, white ribbed top. No labels whatsoever, unfortunately. The interior tag was cut out. I don't think Google Lens will be super helpful with this because it is very basic. Got some leggings. These are a fun like pink color. This brand is actually pretty good. It is Booty by Brabants. It's another kind of obscure random brand that I only know about because I got it in another box in the past, like 2 years ago. But they do like one size standard size and then they have like a one size plus size. So this I would absolutely bet is the standard size. I think I got 2 pairs of leggings from this brand in that box. I think one of them sold and one of them has been sitting for quite a while, but I probably still will go ahead and list this. Fisherman's Daughter, size medium. This is so cute. Perfect for summer season. Feels very high quality. So absolutely we'll go ahead and list that. Not sure how much I'll get for it, but I definitely think that will be worth listing. And now we've got some really good Gap jeans. These are the high-rise stride ankle, size 10 petite. But look how cute these are. They're in great shape, feel like really comfortable denim. So very happy about that. Articles of Society. They are just some green jeggings, so gonna donate those. Susanna Monaco. I think it's just like a little shaping skirt that you would wear under something. So I'll look that up. I'm not sure exactly how much that brand sells for. 1901, size extra large. Probably couldn't really see that. I'm pretty sure that this is a Stitch Fix brand. Think I'll end up taking that to the women's shelter because I've got a lot of good stuff, but like so much here, we'll see. A very little black bikini top. Looks like it is new with tags. Left on Friday. I do believe that this actually is a pretty good brand. And like I said before, I love getting like swimsuit tops, bikini tops that are great brands because they take up like no space, both in my storage and in the box. Okay, so we have another piece from that brand Foxy Kind. If you remember all the way back to the beginning of this video, that green sweatshirt that I said was a good brand that I sold in the past. Now we have some green leggings. These are a size small and I would say say new without tags. Feel very comfortable, so maybe somebody buys these and the sweatshirt. We've got some Maurice's leggings, size large. I would show you the tag, but it is completely peeled off. Just some basic black leggings, gonna donate. Okay, this is fun. I already know where this is from. It is a green sweater with these like two leopards on it, and this is an Amazon sweater, which I know because in the past I've gone on there and I've put in anthro dupes, and Amazon will show you all their stuff that's very much like Anthropologie vibes for much cheaper, and this always pops up. This is always on like that front page, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been tempted by this sweater in the past because the model photo is very cute, and I think that this is very fun. So maybe I'll try this on, maybe I'll like wear it once and then list it, but I do think that this would sell. Getting near the end, but I don't want it to end because I love this box. Just like a Gildan sweatshirt, size medium, tie-dye. See, this is another one that I'm like, oh, should I keep this? Because I don't really have anything tie-dye, and sometimes you just need a little tie-dye crew neck. So maybe I'll keep that, but otherwise will just be a donate. Okay, we got an Ariat top, size 1X. Very, very solid brand, and anything that is like this Western print always does well anyway. It is a snap front, very beautiful colors, and of course I love that it's a 1X. Got another little swim top. Not seeing anything immediately, but definitely will do Google Lens, because actually I think that this is reversible. So very cute. You got the lighter purple, and then I think that's like a dark blue. Love Tree, size medium. Some gray joggers. Think that these will just go ahead and be a donate. Andrea Tang. It is a brown vest, so I'm excited to look into this. It's a size large and it is 100% wool. So absolutely gonna list that. We'll just see for how much. I feel like that's what I could title this video. Got some dress pants from New York & Company, size 4. These are definitely just gonna be a donate. Okay, this is very cute. I think I will take this to Plato's. It has no brand. It's probably just from Amazon. It's a waffle knit, pretty thick, long sleeve button front top. This is very interesting. I think Google Lens will help me with this. It just says that it's 100% cotton, size large, but the graphic is very fun. Then the back is plain. Another fun graphic. This is actually from MTV, size small. Very cool. I am definitely going to list this, even if it's like for 15 bucks, but maybe it is worth a pretty good amount of money. It says, yo, MTV wraps. Then the back is just plain. Okay, we've got just a few more. This is from Charter Club, size 10. Very coastal Bermuda shorts that you can roll up. I will take those to the women's shelter. I think the last two items are not going to be the most exciting, but that is okay. Yeah, this is unbranded. Just says extra large. Pink ribbed top, so that will be a donate. And then lastly, not super exciting, but I will list these. We have some classic fleece sweatpants from Champion, size extra large. Got great size, reputable brand, good basic, happy to list it. And now I've got a mountain of clothes to deal with, lots of brands to look up. I am very, very, very happy with this box. Absolutely would say that this is the best box of the bunch. I did get some great brands in other boxes, but overall, this box had the most amount of good sellable items. I'm gonna take probably a couple days to sort through all these 4 boxes, try to get as much stuff as I can listed, get my stuff to Goodwill and the women's shelter, and future me will now jump in and tell you how many items were in each category and how many items I had total. All right, my friends, so it has been a few days and I have everything from the 4 boxes sorted, organized. I've already taken the Goodwill and women's shelter stuff out of the house, and I wanted to give you, of course, the numbers, the stats for the full 200 pounds. And it actually turned out even better than I thought. So I ended up getting a total of 349 items. So the total was a little bit less than I was expecting, but I feel like in almost every box there was one like really bulky thing. But I am selling 113, and I felt like when I was going through everything that I was being pretty picky, so I'm actually surprised that that was the biggest category. So for me as a part-time reseller, I'm kind of focusing more on how much I'm spending each month, how much I'm making each month as a whole. But if I just determine the cost of goods from the 113 items I'm selling, accounting for the fact that I spent $310 total on the box, if I just use those two numbers, the cost of goods is $2.70 for the items that I am selling. And then I am taking 107 items to Plato's Closet, and not going to have high hopes at all. I'm going to expect that they take nothing, but I do think that they will take a lot of those things. A lot of the stuff is new with tags, tags, I do feel like everything is in great condition. So I won't be able to do that for a few weeks at least. So unfortunately, I won't be able to have those numbers in this video, but I'm definitely going to do a follow-up in a few months. So we'll see how much I make from those 107 items I am taking to Plato's. And then I took 69 items to Goodwill, 41 items to the women's shelter. So no monetary gain for myself from a little over 100 items. And then I'm keeping / giving to my family members for Thrifted Christmas 19 items. So I'm really happy with that actually. And if you add everything up and do the cost of goods, it ends up being only 88 cents per item. So yeah, I'm really pleased with those stats. I am happy about everything I'm listing. Some of them are just more bread and butter items that just in my experience sell pretty well, or I just like selling the brand or whatever. But a good amount of them are really solid brands that I feel like I really would never find in the thrift store. And of course, the huge benefit of getting the full 200 pounds is I had it delivered right to my house in about a week. I didn't have to go out and spend time sourcing, and that cost of goods is really low. So if you're willing to deal with the bulk of it all, I do genuinely think that the ThredUp 200 pounds is one of the best ways you can get inventory on the internet. And this is just a reminder that when you really hone in on the good stuff, what you are selling yourself, what you're going to take to buy, sell, trade, and just get rid of all the other stuff pretty quickly, you really do end up with a good amount of good stuff. Of course, every 200 pounds is going to be different. I do plan on getting this again pretty soon. I want to do unboxings for October during my birthday month, and we'll see if they're about this good, if they're better, if they're worse. I would say these boxes are for sure on the better side. But do let me know if you've gotten these boxes recently and how yours went. And if you did like this video, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe. It really does help my channel out a lot. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!